Shares of the biotech company GeneDx are surging to a new high today on the back of its latest earnings report. Company CEO is Catherine Stueland, and she joins us once again here on set. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Good day for you to be here. What has the market so excited today?
You know, we've been able to drive tremendous growth. Both in 2024, we delivered 56% year-over-year revenue growth. And that's really been in large part because we've been able to focus on solving a really important problem in healthcare. For children who have a genetic disease, it can take on average 5 years to get a diagnosis. It can take 16 ineffective tests and 3 misdiagnoses, all because we're not using genomic testing up front to be able to rule in or rule out whether or not there's an underlying genetic condition. So we're in a position where we're delivering better clinical care, we're saving the healthcare system valuable dollars, and we're creating a good business out of it.
Do you have a sense of what your total addressable market could be?
Absolutely. So when we think more broadly, we think about the pediatric market, which in total can be up to $25 billion. Today, as we think about the pediatric market, we've really started focusing on conditions like epilepsy, autism, missed milestones. So when you're going in to see your pediatrician, these are some of the most common symptoms that parents are coming in to talk about. And what's not happening in that general pediatrician setting is they're not getting a genetic test up front. So that's what we're seeking to change, is intervening and making sure that every child who has one of these symptoms has access to a test.
How difficult is it for a physician to prescribe a genetic test up front, as you say, and get an insurance company to pay for it, as that issue in and of itself has really taken the forefront over the last handful of months?
So insurance companies do pay for it. So insurance and Medicaid both pay for this testing. And the reason why they pay for it is because it can actually help them save dollars as well. So they're spending a lot of money on those 16 inefficient tests. They can just spend on our test up front, and we continue to drive down the cost of our tests. We continue to make them faster, so it's actually quite easy for a clinician to order the test today. What we think is going to unlock the market, though, in the future is when guidelines come out from the American Academy of Pediatrics that will better direct a general pediatrician to start using our testing. So today, a parent will go into a pediatrician, they get referred out to a specialist. So think about a pediatric neurologist or a behavioral specialist, and that's where we've been able to drive most of the growth last year. And this year, we're going to continue to drive growth with even more indications coming.
You're evolving too, or this whole industry, I guess, is evolving from a single genetic test to a whole gene sequencing, correct?
Absolutely. So about a decade ago, we were testing BRCA1 and BRCA2. And each one of those genes a decade ago was about $3,500. Today, we can take an entire genome and sequence it cost effectively, and we're able to do it quicker. We just announced that we will be offering an ultra rapid genome, which we can deliver to babies in the NICU as soon as 48 hours.
Well, how long did it used to take?
A few years ago, it took about 6 months. But last year, it was about 2 weeks. We were able to improve that turnaround time. So by the end of last year, we were at 5 days. But now we can do it in 48 hours.
Oh, it's incredible.